Hello and welcome to the second section of the Information Security and Quality Assurance Certification on FreeCodeCamp. In this section, we're going to learn something quite interesting: how to do testing with a library called Chai. I don't know how to pronounce it. Probably I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I count on you to correct me. Alright, let's see what this is about. As your program becomes more complex, you need to test them often to make sure any new code you add doesn't break the program original functionality. Chai is a JavaScript testing library that helps you check that your program still behaves the way you expect it to after you make changes. Using it, you can write tests that's You can write tests that describe your program's requirements and see if your program meets them. Working on these challenges will involve you writing your code on Glitch on your starter project. After completing each challenge, you can copy your public okay, so what we did before, public glitch URL. Good. Let's start with this link. Okay, and here we can go to the first lesson. Alright, let's see what we have here. Come on, clone me a good repo. Alright, so let's see what we have. Package.json, it has the Chai, Mocha, Chai, HTTP, Zombie, Course, Zombie. What package is that? Okay, they have a bunch of stuff here which we should probably not change. Test runner. They don't say we shouldn't change that, which is odd. Also this. So probably we should work here. Who knows? Mudasir. Thanks for uploading all the FreeCodeCamp challenges. I also have started solving the challenges from today onwards. Awesome, that's great news. Glad to hear that. Okay. Let's see. Assert. Use assert is null or assert is not null to make the tests pass. What tests? Alright. Oh, tests, unit tests. Make all tests pass. Don't scramble the assertions. We rely on their order to check the result. Use assert is null or assert is not null to make the tests pass. Assert fail. Oh, assert fail null. This is an optional error. Okay. Use assert is null or assert is not null to make the test pass. Okay, so I guess this one is null. And this one is not null. One is not null. So we check if one is not null. And if this is null. Okay. And here in the console, 4 tests are passing. Okay, so they didn't tell us about how to structure, how to write the asserts, how to test them. Oh well. Apparently Chai has this assert method or object which has access to all of the methods. Is null, is not null, is defined, is undefined. Is okay, is not okay. Okay, I guess. Equal, not equal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this link. Let me pass it here. It should work with the first. Yeah. Is defined and is not defined. So I guess all of these will do that. So we're going to just look over these tests and see change the fail, assert that fail. I guess this function will just force the fail. In the chat, Mudassir says, I hope after completing the certifications I can pass my interview as a fresher. I think you will. I think you will. You just need a little patience and a bit of work. Alright. Is defined. So this will check is defined if null is not undefined. Yeah, null is not undefined. Undefined is undefined. And string is defined. So only this should pass. Basically for these, you say assert test is this undefined and you pass in the value. And then you pass in, I guess this is the message. So now if we check the tests, where is it? Assertion error, error fail. Yeah, we have a lot of fails here. We need to change them. Which is odd. I don't like the way they structured this section. But yeah, basically the test, this is what you want to check. You gave it a value and then you want to say what, check if that value is what you want it to be. So I guess Chai has all these methods we're going to learn about. So okay, use assert is okay or assert is not okay to make the tests pass. Is okay truthy and is not okay false, it will pass. Okay, so null is false, so not okay. I'm truthy, the string is truthy, and the true is also truthy. Is true is a double negation. This will convert it to a false, and that's the true, so it's true. And value truthy is also true. True is true, double negation on a truthy is true, a truthy object is not true, neither is false. Oh, so what will we use here? Is not false. Is false and is not false. Is not true. So I guess this one. Let's check our work so far. So for defined it should work. Then for is okay should work. And for is true, is true, is false, is not false, is true, is not true. Okay, passes for those two. So that's weird. So we have 4 functions. Is true, is not true, is false, is not false. Send the link to this man, Ivan. You can do it too. Be the man and do it. Okay. There are more assertions like is not a number, is boolean, is not a boolean. Okay, equal. I guess this is the most used one, at least what I was using. So equals, check if 12 is equals to string 12. Now I think this compares with double equals. So it will be coerced to a string. Numbers are coerced into strings with double equals. Value 1, value 2. Now this won't be equal because they are different objects, I think. Compare objects references. So they won't be equal because they're different objects. No more hints. Type your error message if you want. Okay. So 6 times 2. This converts the 2 to a number, so this will be equal to 12, but 6 plus 2, this will convert it to 62 as a string, so it won't be equal to 12. Let's check that. All right. Yeah, it's really similar to jest. You also need to know your types. Okay, strict equal, so this will be strict. So now 6 number and 6 string is not strictly equals. Strict here for 6 and 3 times 2. And then 6 times 2 will be a number, so this will be strict. And then this array also will not be strict because it's different array, so different references. Okay, so Ivan can get a link. Not sure why you can get a link. So here it is. Good, so that's that. Deeply equal. Now this will check for object. We'll go inside A1B5 number string. So this is deeply equal, and this is not because the array is reversed. All right, this function is used in the test. Don't edit it. Okay, is above, is at most. Okay, so hello.length is 5, so is at most. 1 is above 0, met.py is above 3, and 1 minus random is at most. Okay, then word 5 is at least 5, 2 times met.random is at least, no, below, whoa. So 2 times met.random, this goes from 0 to 1, so twice is AB, oh, or it checks the other way around. A bigger than 5, 1 is above, met.py is above, this is at most. Yeah, that's right. This is at least 5. 5 modulus 2 is 1, so it's below. 2 divided by 3 is below, and 2 times met.random is at least 0. Oh yeah, so at least. Yeah, that works. Come here to say you are doing amazing job. Thank you. Going to watch all the videos. Thank you, I'm happy you will. I also use a FreeCodeCamp to repeat stuff, but I still don't get how do people get some certification there. Seems to me like a dead place when you want to get the results after you did projects. Not sure if you can get the certifications or if you think that they are not worth it. Let me know. So you can get the certifications. I also have a video coming up about how to claim the certification. All right, approximately actual expected range and message. Actual is expected plus minus range, close to the minimum range. To make the test always pass, choose the minimum range. It should pass by less than 1. Weird numbers. What does this function do? 1 plus delta minus random. Okay, let me pass the tests so far, and then we need to check to see what's up with that challenge. I'm just putting in the link because they test all the tests on their side. Okay, so apparently assert is below versus assert is at least. Something's wrong. You should choose the right assertion. Is below versus is at least. Okay, let's see. word length is at least. Yeah, so it's at least 5. 2 times is below. It's not below 0. Met that random. Is at least 0, right? Yeah, if this is 0, then 2 times by 0. Okay. 5 modulus 2 will be 1, so it's below 2. And 2 divided by 3 is, 2 divided by 3, 0.6, right? So it's below. What's wrong? What is wrong? I'm doing something wrong here. So let's see. 17, 11 passing. It's weird that I can't see which one I'm passing or not. Come on. Okay. So fail. Fail, functional. No, so this is 5. 5 is at least 5, right? At least. A bigger than equal to 2 times met.random, which goes from 0 to 1, is at least 0. Then 5 modulus 2 is 1, which is below 2. And 2 divided by 3 is 0.666, so it's below 1. Can someone tell me what's wrong? Is below, is below, is below. So the fourth one is at least. I have no idea, but I guess. Okay, all tested pass. I'll submit again. Oh, you should choose. Is what? So that was a bug on their side. Yeah. Was well, in my mind it was working, but who knows. Okay, approximately actual, expected, and delta. Asserts that the actual is equal expected to within a plus minus the delta. Use assert approximately to make the tests pass. Choose the minimum range to make the tests pass. Okay, so this is where we were. We need to add here something. Weird numbers, which gave us a number from this -1 minus met.random. -1. Well, this gave us 0.5. We'll pass here 1.5 minus met.random, which goes from 0 to 1. So we'll have between 1.5 and 0.5, which is the third parameter, expected 1 range. I guess 0.5. That's the or so what's the range from 0.5 to 1.5? That's 1. How do you guys see this? So we get the number from here from 1.5 to 0.5. Then the expected is 1, and the range, I guess the range which this goes with is this. Yeah, I guess 0.5 works here. Let's see for this one. We get 0.2. So here 1.2 minus 0 or minus 1. So 1.2 minus 0 is 1.2 or 0.2. Now the range is what? 0 plus... I don't know. I don't know how this function works. Actual, so this equals expected plus minus range. What's the range here? I'll just put 0. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's put it here and see. Okay, so you should... one works, the second one doesn't. Oh, get the number from 1 to 2 and the range, plus minus the range. I guess to put the highest, 0.8 or 0.2. I don't know. Oh, look at that. So the highest difference between what the result could be and what the, well, from this subtract the highest difference. I don't know. All right, let's just move on to the next one. Should be funnier. Okay. These variables are used, don't add it. We have winter months and backend languages. A is array and is not array. Fail. Is this an array? We split. So this is an array. Then 1, 2, 3, index of 2. This is not an array. Now include, not include. Winter months include July. No. So not include. And then backend languages includes JavaScript. Obviously that does. Alright, these variables are used in the test, don't edit. Format people, get the name age, and returns a string with the name, age, and the space. Okay. EString asserts that the actual value is a string. Met.sin, this is not a string, this will be a number. Process.environment is a string. Or undefined. And this is a string because it stringifies it. Alright. Now includes works for strings too. Arrow include row, yeah. Dart not include you. Match. Okay. So here we have to use our regex knowledge. So let's see. Format people John Doe 35 regex. So I'm supposed to know what this does. Matches the second argument regular expression. Format people Paul Smith third 24. What? Oh, so this gets format people, so goes name, the name, and age 24. Okay, which is a string, and this looks for the s name. Well, okay, I see. So we get this hashtag or whatever symbol it is, a space, then name, then column, space, whatever characters, so all of these, then age, then colon, and then numbers, one or more. Now this is a number, this is a string. So this should match and this will not. Okay. These variables are used in tests, don't add it. Alright, so we have a car with model, engine and wheels, and we have a plane. My car, new car, airplane, new plane. Okay. Property, not property. Property asserts that the actual object has a given property. Okay. Does my car has wings? Not this one, probably another one. Does my airplane has engines? Yes. And the car has wheels. Yes, look at this. So those work. Type of, not type of. My car is type of object. Let's see. Yes. So my car is type of object. My car.model is a string. Yes, is a string. My card wings is a string. No, it's a number. Engine is an array. Engines, yes, it's an array. Wheels, it's a number. Yes, it is. Type of wheels is a number. Okay, so the only one not type of is the wings, which is not a string. Good. Instance of. Well, I'm going through these faster because we kind of covered all of these in the JavaScript section. So if you want to learn more, just go there. Okay. Instance of. My car is instance of plane? No. Airplane is an instance of plane. Airplane is an instance of an object. My car.wheels is a strings? No. So car is not a plane and wheels is not a string. Good job. Really? Okay, so let's see how far we go here. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. 5, 6. I think we're one more. Type of. Yeah. And let's see. Instance of. Okay, this one too. Alright, 75%. Okay. Good. Replace assets fail to test the status. So functional tests. Let's see what are those about. Okay. Chai HTTP. Use Chai HTTP. Mocha allows testing asynchronously. Okay, there's a big difference. Can you spot it? So yeah, we have asynchronous. We have set timeout. Okay. One second to see. So pass a callback to the test function. Call done when the sync operation is completed. The function will be executed after 500 milliseconds. Note the test having example in their description string are instructional example and are not parsed by our test analyzer. Okay. So this one, integration tests. We can test our API endpoints using a plugin called Chai HTTP. Let's see how it works. And remember, API calls are asynchronous. Get hello name. Okay, test. Okay, this is an example. Don't forget the callback. Server is the Express app. Okay, so requests the Express app. HTTP module URL. send the request, pass in the callback. Assert equals. Press that status is 200 and the text is hello John. Okay, so name John, hello. Okay, good. Ready to try, to have a try, replace asserts fail, make the tests pass. So do we get back status of 200? Okay, so this should be equal. And hello guest. Okay, so this would fail because we're not passing in anything. This should not equal, I guess. Please follow the order text. We rely on those in our test. It should respond hello guest. Test the status of the text message. No name in the query. Yeah, so this will no equals. So how was that equal not? What's the opposite? Let's look here. Equal. Not equal. Okay, equal not. Funny me. So this should I guess we don't need these. Good. So this it's not equal with the hello guest hello guest because we're not passing anything. So it should fail. Okay, name XYZ. This should put your name in the query. Put your name here. It's fine, I don't want to put my name, so this should pass. Resist the response, don't forget the callback. Okay, this should be 200. I don't see why it shouldn't. So in the next example, we'll see how to send data in a request payload. We are going to test the put request, the /travelers endpoint accepts the JSON object taking the structure surname, the last name of a traveler of the past. The endpoint responds with name, first name, surname, dates, birth. Okay, see the server code for more details. Okay, I don't need. This is the example. So we're putting two travelers. We want to change the surname. And we get back a status, a type. Press the type. Okay. Press that body, the name Marco and Polo. How do we know that the name is Marco? I don't know. Now it's your turn. Make the test pass. We expected the response to be Cristoforo Colombo. And dates that. Check the status, the type, name, and surname. Alright, so finally we have to write some code, I guess. Before, remove this after testing. Okay, your tests here. So we need to check the send surname here. Okay, so how do we do that? We just put send and surname to be Colombo. Alright, and then that's it. So we put the travels and send the surname. Good. Next, we want to what? Check the status, the type, name, and surname. So the status should be 200. The type should be that. The name should be Cristoforo. And, well, and the surname should be Colombo. Alright. We expected the response. Good. And dates. We don't need to check for that. Alright. Repetition is the mother of learning. Try again, this time without help. Well, I can just look here, right? So, let's see. Chai.request from the server. We want to put, so the same thing we need to do, I guess. Put to travelers We want to send an object with the surname of Colombo, and then we have an end function which gets an error and a response. So now here, place the chai HTTP request, place your tests, remove this after test. Okay, so this shouldn't be here, this should go here. Let's remove these, and let's see. Assert equal, well, I guess we should just copy this, speed up things. We are testing if the response status is 200, if the type is JSON, if the name is Colombo, if the surname is the name is Cristoforo, and the surname is Colombo. Okay, in the next challenges, we're going to simulate the human interaction with the page using a device called Headless Browser. The Headless Browser is a web browser without a graphical user interface. These kind of tools are particularly useful for testing web pages, as they are able to render and understand HTML, CSS, and JavaScript the same way a browser would. For these challenges, we are using Zombie.js. It's a lightweight browser which is totally based on JavaScript, without relying on additional binaries to be installed. This feature makes it usable in an environment such as Gomix. There are many other more powerful options. Alright. I haven't used Zombie.js. I used what's that called from which use Chrome? Puppeteer. I use that, which is pretty nice. Okay, on Gomix we'll use this setting. Copy your project URL here. Okay, so I guess this. If you are testing on a local environment, replace with that. Okay, fair enough. Switch to E2E testing with Zombie. Browser, new browser. Mocha allows you to prepare the ground running code example. Some code before the actual tests. This can be useful, for example, to create items in the database, which will be used in the successive tests. With a headless browser, before the actual testing, we need to visit the page we are going to inspect. Okay, so basically, now I went a bit too fast. With this, you will test what your browser will actually do. Well, not your browser, sorry, your website. Let's say, for example, you have a form on your website and you want to see if the user completes that form, if it will be submitted to the database. So you can write this test to check exactly for that, which is very useful if you have a bigger application and you want to test everything the user does. All right. Good, let's see. Good, so Mocha allows you to prepare the ground running some code before the actual test. This can be useful, for example, to create items in the database which will be used in the successive tests. With a headless browser, before the actual testing, we need to visit the page. Okay. The site setup hook is executed only once at the site setup startup. The other different hook types can be executed before each test, after each test, or at the end of the suite, whatever. See the Mocha docs for more infos. Okay, suite setup. We have a function and we return the browser which visits the homepage. Remember, web interactions are asynchronous. Browser asynchronous operation take a callback. Okay. Famous Italian explorer's form. In the HTML main view, we provided an input form. It sends data. Well, I guess we could go to this and see exactly what we have. Yeah, look at that. So we have a form with a surname, input HTML, and result. All right. So we can submit, I guess. Look at that. Unknown, undefined, undefined. Sorry. Okay, so that's that. In the HTML main, we provided an input form. It sends data to the put travelers endpoint that we used above with an AJAX request. When the request completes successfully, the client code appends a div containing the infos returned by the call. So yeah, exactly what we have here. Good. As a starter, try the input form manually. Send the name Polo, you'll get infos about the famous Marco Polo. Okay, so we can send this. Oh, look at that. Marco Polo and when it lived. 70 years. Nice. Okay. Did it? Okay, let's see how to automate the process. So we go to the browser, we fill the surname with Polo. I guess the surname, it gets the name. Okay. Then press the button submit. Again, it gets the type. How does it know which one? Press button is async. It waits for the AJAX call to complete. Assert that status is 200. Is okay 200. So browser assert success. Assert that the text inside the element span name is Marco. Span, yeah, so now that, there we go. The span with an ID of name is Marco. The span with an ID of surname is Polo. And assert that the element span dates exist and their count is 1. So span dates is 1. Okay. I guess. Whoa, I needed to stretch. Alright. Good. So let's write our own stuff. But we need this example, so good. Fill the form, then submit by pressing the submit button. In the callback, test 200 if this is Christopher, Colombo, or the date. So I won't type manually, we just have to paste this in, but you should type it manually or for you to get used with this. So we fill the surname with Colombo in this case, and then we submit. Next, we test if the status is okay. Then if Marco is, well, if Christopher is Christopher, and if this is Polo, and also okay. That's the same. We test if we have the dates. Now if we do it manually here, we get Christopher Colombo and the dates. So that should work. Oh. So what did I do? I copied. Okay. I copied, but it had it before, so yeah, didn't see that. Try it again, no help this time. Alright. Yeah, I'm too lazy. You shouldn't be. Americo Vespucci surname. So we need a surname. And here should that and count status. So basically the same. This goes away. Browser. So I didn't copy. Browser. Alright, fill, press the button, all that. Now if we test here, we should get Americo, which is great. Alright. We fixed this name there. So if everything's correct now, if we put this link here, it should work for the tests. You should test for res.text to be hello guest. Okay. Guest, where was guest here? So res.text hello guest. What? Okay, let's just submit again. You should test for res.text to be hello guest. Well, I'm testing, but we're not getting, so what's happening? Okay, so we should test, but we're not giving it a parameter here like we did here. Okay, this should work. Okay, this should also work because we completed all of them in one go. So okay, you should test for rest body name to be Giovanni. Where? 4. Do we need to do another one? Now that's interesting. Send surname to Veranzo. Place failed to make the test pass. Check for status type, body name, body surname. Similar to the preceding. Okay, so we did Colombo. And then here we have Veranzo. Okay, but we don't have. Alright, I guess I could just change Americo to the Veranzo. Vespucci. Okay, and that's confusing. So then we can use this or that. And it should pass now. But they gave us something else, which is odd. Alright. Should test res.body.name. Or this one here. Okay, I guess I can copy this test. Oh, I think the Veranzo should have been here. Right. I was wrong. So the Veranzo should have been there. This should be equal. And this should remain Vespucci. Okay. Sorry. So where is it? I just copied this but didn't change it. Oops. Sorry. So the Veranzo. Come on. This should be here. And this should be what? Giovanni. Alright. So Giovanni. So this should be in the first set of tests, which are integration tests. Okay, good. So then with zombie, oops, copy the link. Copy the link. And probably the last one. And that should do it. Alright. This was an interesting lesson for testing. Whoa. I have nothing here. What happened? I lost everything. That's interesting. I need to check it out. Alright. So this was about testing, which is a little more broad than what we learned here, I think. But it covered the basics. What I advise you is to do it on your own. Do some testings for your application. Alright, next up will be Node and Express, the advanced section, which will be fun. See you in the next live stream. Bye.